Hi guys, welcome to my channel where we talk about everything from tech to films and all the fun stuff in between. I've recently upgraded to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I've done an unboxing and 5 things to check out video a few days ago. I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. Now this upgrade is slightly different and an exciting one for me. Not because of the new iPhone with its triple camera system or the newer processor, but because it's the first time I'm using Apple's Plus or Max size. The first Plus size was introduced with the iPhone 6 series. The 6 Plus, it had a better display, better camera and bigger battery. But testing out briefly at the local Apple store, I found the phone was too big for my hands. My hand size is about 7.6 inches. Now I've checked this on several sources online and the average adult male's hand size is about 7.6 inches and the female's hand size is about 6.8 inches. So I fall in this average hand size category and could be the perfect guide for testing this new phone size out for you guys. The phone which I used before this one is the iPhone 10, and with its 5.8 inch display in a relatively small body was the perfect fit for me. I could almost reach all the corners with one hand and never had any issues using it. Fast forward 2 years later, now I have the 11 Pro Max at 6.5 inch display and 42 grams more weight compared to the iPhone 10. This sure is a big change for me. And the first time I used it, I really did wonder if I had made the right decision, as one-handed use with this device is really impossible. If you see, I am right-handed and I can reach only that lower rectangle part of the screen. I tried to illustrate this in the picture where I showed the green rectangle. That's the comfort zone which you can reach with one hand, and the red boxes to the top and the side are the ones which you can reach at a push. So based on this, I have rearranged the apps which I use the most into these locations. My previous home screen was like this, and I never liked filling the last row on the main home screen because it looks clustered with full of apps. But now suddenly that is the golden location when it comes to reachability. Even the bottom right hand corner where I now have the Apple Watch is tricky to reach. It almost feels like I'll drop the phone if I try to. I used to have my main phone application in that location, so I have to reposition that. It really will take some getting used to, as the location of the apps which you could reach blindfolded because you have used it for so many years has now changed, so I need to get readjusted with where the new locations are. Again guys, just a disclaimer, I've read online on several websites that the average male's hand size is about 7.6 inches. This is not officially confirmed, so you can just use mine as a reference while deciding on that max phone size. Next concern was usability within apps. For all those landscape apps, mainly games, the max size is a bonus. It is simply amazing, and that extra screen real estate is a boon. You get more room for those touchscreen controls and on-screen menu items. But the apps which you use holding your phone in portrait mode is just another thing altogether. Yes, you get to see more content without scrolling, but reaching to the top is not possible. This is really more apparent while using Safari browser, where you need to get to the top to enter a URL or hit refresh. The swipe back gesture here is really a boon, as reaching for those bottom corner back buttons is also a struggle. I feel like I'm going to drop the phone every time I do that. You can also pull down from the home dock for reachability access, but this gesture is again a hit and a miss, and you still get the feeling that you'll drop the phone. It would be amazing if Apple lets us customize this, like something like a triple tap which will bring down the screen. That would be so much better rather than swiping down from the dock, because you need to do it exactly from the dock, as doing it slightly higher will bring the search option. And if you see, most apps like Facebook, Instagram, Amazon, etc. have got the search bar right at the top, and you cannot reach that with one hand. Some apps take this into consideration, like eBay one here, where there is a button at the bottom for search, but most on the others you need to either pull down to access that search bar or shift your hand, hoping that you don't drop the phone while doing so. Next up is pocketability. Not sure if that is even a word, but yeah, I had the concerns that if I could fit this phone in my pocket, especially jeans pocket with the case on. I never use my phones without the case, so I couldn't try this until I bought my own phone. I tried putting the demo phone at the Apple store in my pocket, trying not to look suspicious, but that was without the case. Think now, with the Apple Studio, they will allow you to try anything on, because recently when I was checking new cases, the Apple Genius guy came up to me, pulled out the case from the display holder and said that I could try it out on my phone before buying it. That really is an excellent move from Apple. And they also allow you to do the same with all the Apple Watch models and the bands as well. So as you can see, it fits fine in my fitted jeans pocket. And with ladies using their back pockets for those phones, I've seen so many use this option, even it sticks out a little bit more. I had to request the missus to model this for me, so you can see that she tries both the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the iPhone 10. And still says her old iPhone 6 is her favorite. Think I should sell that 10 and downgrade her to an iPhone SE, and maybe put that extra cash to get myself the new AirPods Pro. Now we've dealt with all the concerns, let's look at the positives. With the bigger screen, you get a bigger screen real estate, and apps now show more content. Games feel much nicer to play, and watching movies and videos is a much better experience. And on top of that, the extra battery life is a bonus. But are these features enough for you to put up with those usability issues? Now that is the main point to ponder upon. You see, before, smaller screens of the same phone had lesser features. Take the iPhone 8 for instance. The 8 Plus has bigger battery, dual camera setup instead of single lens, and the all-important feature on paper, that full HD display. This really makes it a no-brainer if you're deciding between the two sizes. But same is not the case with more recent models. Both the iPhone XS and XS Max and the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max have got the same exact features. Same processor, same camera setup, almost the same screen resolution, slightly more pixel saturation on the bigger display since it's got a bigger screen, and just an extra hour on the battery which you get on the bigger model. So with almost no difference between them, would you spend that additional £100 or $100 for the bigger screen and put up with those reachability issues? Now that is a tough decision. If you ask me, I really wanted to try the bigger size for long, and now that I've used it, it will probably feel like a downgrade if I switch back to the smaller size. I'm really liking that extra screen real estate, but again, I love watching movies, and that bigger screen is perfect for that requirement. So your requirements might be different from mine, but yes, I put all the points for you to consider in this video, and hope this helps. Also, maybe test the max size out at a local Apple store. Not just randomly play around, but use all the apps which you normally use with one hand and see if you can put up with it. Apple Store demo units will have most of the apps which you use, like photos, web browser, messages, mail, etc. installed on those units, so you can test it out and then decide. So there you are, guys. That sums up everything I wanted to talk about going plus or max size for the first time. Hope this video helps you in making that decision. Please leave your comments below to let me know about that, and please do subscribe and turn that notifications bell on so you can be notified when I post a new video. And trust me guys, I have several helpful and exciting new videos planned in the future. And also, please hit that like button to show your support, as it means a lot for a new YouTuber like me. And as always, thanks a lot for staying until the end. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.